Cowabunga! It's time for another turtle video. I've done one more video on Donatello, so this time it's gonna be Leonardo. So, what can I say about Leonardo? Leonardo is the leader of the turtles. He was given the katana swords as a symbol of his leadership, because with the katana sword it has blades. It's a bladed weapon, so you have to make decisions on the fly, who to save, who to not save. And also, I think that Splinter uh, trusts Leonardo a lot. That's why he gave him the katana. Now, I know what you're thinking, these are plastic, and this is correct, because I sort of think it's irresponsible to be using a real sword for the video, you know. So not gonna do that. Not gonna show a real sword. Other than that, let's get into the video. Now, swords are like a weapon of war, and it kind of fits with what Master Splinter said, that, you have to make fast decisions because it's a weapon that can potentially very easily kill someone. So instead of like getting like hooked up on too many details or all of that, you sort of learn on the fly to make quick decisions. So I think it fits for a leader to have this kind of weapon, because you can't get caught up in that thought process and weighing the pros and cons. You have to make decisions on the fly. So it suits, it fits. I honestly think that the modern martial artist that is maybe considered to be like more focused around self-defense and stuff like that, there's not a lot of value to learn how to fight with a sword. There's not that much with sword training that I can see that will carry over into self-defense situation. I would probably recommend training with a knife. If that was to be the case, I think that has more utility. It is a little bit more useful. That if you're interested in samurai, you're interested in history, you're interested in martial arts as a total, then it's definitely worth training, But even here, it becomes kind of tricky, because you can train Kenjutsu and you can train kendo. So many people get a little bit caught up in what is the difference there. So kendo is you train it with the shinai, like not like this, but with like a wooden sword. You have like an armor on, and you're fencing, and you're fighting for points in a competition. Yeah, like this. They will raise the flag of who gets the point, and you have like a little label on your back, which is like either white or red. Kenjutsu is more swordmanship. So you could practice, drawing the sword, having the perfect draw out of the saya. There's techniques for throwing swords. There's a lot of techniques in Kenjutsu, because it's kind of like it's swordmanship, right? Even though I have a story about a policeman in Oslo. This is someone who told me the story, so it's if all the details are not correct, I am not sure. But um, he was surrounded by, let's say, bad guys. Now I don't remember the context why he was surrounded by bad guys, but he was surrounded in some bad guys. Let's just say that I can't remember if it was a drug deal or whatever, or if they were containing someone and he just ended up in that situation. At least that's what I was told. I can't remember the details. This is many years ago. In Norway, police don't really carry weapons, like guns and stuff like that. So he ended up in a kind of scary situation. And what he did was he pulled his light. And this is a mag light, they're very thick and they can be used as a weapon, as a club. So he pulled this and he held it like you would hold a katana. And by holding it like this, whenever someone would come in within the range, he would, use a kendo technique or kenjutsu technique to smack them, and that hurts, and like people pull out. So he used, sword techniques to defend himself. So it kind of like, I bring it up because I said it doesn't have a lot of utility in a self-defense situation, but it can. But you would have the same utility from training a staff. Yeah, so definitely, like, if you're into history, if you're into like sword fighting, you like samurai, you like ninja, definitely train some sword techniques and explore it. It is definitely a lot of fun, um, especially now, because it's kind of like, what to say, you're kind of like investigating how they were doing it back then. So for some people, that is like completely uninteresting when they're training martial arts. Some are training for fitness, some are training for self-defense, some are training to be MMA fighters, but these are not the only reasons. You can train martial arts just with the interest of seeing how the techniques are from that era. So definitely, if that is something you're interested in, you would pick up a sword like a katana. Like, this isn't a katana, this is a bokken, which you use to train the techniques. I've trained quite a lot with it, but in the recent years, I have not had the opportunity to do so, but it still has a lot of dents and stuff like that since I've been using it. So I'm gonna go over some of the few basics I still remember. First of all, if you want to use it, you don't put the elbows out like this. I was told that you kind of like squeeze in and you try to make yourself hidden behind the sword like this. So you have to tuck your elbows in, and the way you do that is like, it's like grabbing a towel and like squeezing it in like this. Uh, you also, the way you hold the sword is, you want to hold it here at the top, and you put the hand all the way at the bottom like this. Um, and from here, you practice your different strikes and everything like that. So yeah, those are the like very rough basics with the sword. Um, I'm gonna leave a video, the video I did on Kenjutsu, down in the description. If you are interested, definitely check it out. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video, because the next video is Rafael.